Story time.
Woohoo! It's been a really long time.
Yeah, it has been.
Yep. We have not talked about our infertility journey for how long?
Oh, I don't know, about 60,000 subscribers probably.
Yeah. So if you are even remotely new here, you probably haven't heard firsthand our story about how we discovered we were infertile as a couple and what we had to do about that.
So take it back about 3 years now.
Hard to believe.
Yeah, we decided that we were ready to try to have children. And so we tried and we tried and we tried. And after about 3 months, Rachel got like really suspicious. You know, she was reading statistics and was like, something's gotta be off. We should be pregnant now. And I'm like, let's just wait a little longer. And as the months went on.
Yeah, especially by like 6 months. Did I just spit on your arm a little?
It's cool. We even reached out to our primary care provider at 6 months and they were like, well, you know, at your age, we need to wait for 12 months before we order any testing.
Which was super frustrating because it's not like we decided to have kids right when we got married. We waited probably 3 years and enjoyed our marriage and did everything we wanted to do. And then when we were ready to have kids, we were ready. So to wait 6 months then before we were even like newly pregnant was frustrating, especially for a planner like me. I just knew something was wrong. Like I knew after a few months it didn't happen. And like he said, I looked at statistics and I was like, something's wrong with one of us. And I assumed it was me. So
long story short, it took, 12 months before we were able to get testing from our doctor and then ended up having to do IVF and transfer 2 embryos. And so now we have twins.
Yes, so very happy ending to our story, especially when you factor in the fact that we got pregnant naturally, surprisingly, when the twins turned 1, right? When the twins turned 1. So very happy ending to our story, but I feel like what would have made me less stressed during the process was if I was able to take some of this into my own hands. And you have to be a little careful about that because you want to trust your providers and everything, but there is some information that you can assess on your own and sort of know which way to go, whether you need to just continue to keep trying or whether you really do need to seek professional help.
Exactly. We were lucky that the company Let's Get Checked actually reached out to us and offered to sponsor this video. So we looked into it and we're like, heck yeah, this would have been great to use when we were starting our journey to try to conceive.
Yes, absolutely. So you can pick your test online and choose what you would like to have tested. So you can have your progesterone tested. It goes beyond fertility as well, and you can check your PSA levels. So that really came into play with my dad because he's a survivor of prostate cancer, so having his PSA level checked is really interesting to him.
Exactly. You can even check for sexually transmitted diseases as well. So if you don't want to go to the doctor,
you have like an awkward doctor's visit.
Exactly.
You can bypass that. It comes in discreet packaging, the testing kit, so it's not really embarrassing sitting on your doorstep.
So like once you get your kit, you go online, you activate your test, you give your sample. It comes with a pre-addressed label for return, and you just drop it off at the post office after you take your sample.
Super easy. So
after the lab gets it, it only takes about 2 to 5 days, and you can actually view your results online.
And you can have a consultation to go over your results via phone.
And even in some cases, a physician can prescribe you a medication.
Let's Get Checked has their own laboratories that are CLIA approved and CAP accredited, which is the highest level of accreditation.
So you can use our code Brad and Rach 20 and get 20% off your testing costs. So follow the link, we'll put it below, head on over to their website, order your test, get your results, and become more confident.
One test that I wanted to run was my cortisol levels because as a perpetually stressed and anxious person, I was just curious if my cortisol levels were falling within the normal range because that is the stress hormone. So I just thought that was a really interesting test to run.
Check out their website, so many tests.
Seriously,
they offer.
It's really fun. Even if you don't feel like you have issues, it's sometimes fun to just learn about your body and run some of these tests on yourself. You feel like a real doctor. So follow this link right here. Thank you to Let's Get Checked for sponsoring today's video. If you have any specific questions for us, please let us know in the comments.
Enjoy the rest of the footage.
So I have some things on my agenda today. Do you? Or are you just flying by the seat of your pants?
Well, I just have a lot of Navy stuff to get done.
Brad has been a busy beaver with Navy stuff this whole quarantine, basically.
Yes, I have.
Why do you have to do so much work?
I'm the officer in charge currently of my detachment, which means... So the Navy Reserves is pretty confusing.
I think the whole military is pretty confusing to the civilian.
Especially the Navy Reserves, because I literally have 3 commands that I report to. I have the place in Springfield where I drill, but I'm attached to 2 different commands. One's at Camp Lejeune and the other one's in Chicago at the Great Lakes. And so I'm reporting to all 3. And so it's just a lot of paperwork and reports and kind of the same information for all 3 of them. But I mean, obviously right now they're asking for volunteers to go to New York and other places. So it's just really busy.
Yeah. This is a different angle for our subscribers than when you film yourself. Because right now it's like, this is from my this is Brad from my perspective. Here, film me from your perspective. Do I look small? I mean short?
Yeah, I mean, you literally are short.
The kids are, we put on Blippi for the kids because probably a little bit more screen time than we should be doing, but we just have so much stuff that we need to get done in the morning. But they're actually not watching Blippi, which makes me very proud. Bear's playing with his remote control car. It's like a high chair. These were like packaging for something. Our bikes? And they turned them into chairs, which is adorable. So they're out here playing. That's so funny. We usually give them the choice of where they want to play, whether it be Bear's room, Lyndle's room, or the porch, and they chose the garage this time. So that's where, well, they started out on the porch. So that's where they're doing their like independent playtime. We usually don't put on like a screen for that, but they've played very well for like a half an hour, and so we needed a little bit more time to get some YouTube stuff and Navy stuff done. A few things on my agenda today. I want to get a system for our laundry. As of right now, we're just throwing all of our laundry together, and I'd like to start separating out whites, towels, blankets, heavier items, kind of like how Jordan Page does it. If you haven't seen how she does laundry, it's life-changing. So I think I'm going to try to get a storage system in here figured out where we can separate things and wash them appropriately. We just have some whites that are getting dingy and some more delicate clothes that I want to keep nice, and especially things that Lyndle's wearing that I want to hand down to Eloise, and I just don't want them to get ruined. So that's going to require doing laundry a little bit more intentionally. I want to do that. I want to mop the whole house. My Aunt Laurie just got a new mop, so I'm going to use that and steam mop our entire house. And then I want to get our recycling receptacles figured out. So we have a couple of bins that we keep different things in for recycling, but we need to be better. We just have like, frequently we have like a stack of cans somewhere that we need to figure out where to put. And so just having a better system, which my friend Tristan reached out and sent her system, and it's amazing. I think she said she got everything from IKEA. So as I figure out what I'm doing, I'll let you guys know. That's my agenda for today. Brad's just gonna be working on Navy stuff and taking care of the kids. What's it like being a stay-at-home dad?
Busy.
The thing I'm worried about is we just don't have a lot of extra room in here. This is our main bathroom off of the kitchen, so this one gets used a lot. The other bathroom that like guests could potentially use is at the end of the hallway here, but that's the kids' bathroom, so there's toys all over in the bathtub, and we usually keep it locked because their shampoo and stuff is in the cabinets, so guests just generally don't use that one. They use this one. And I don't have a ton of room in here for like storage bins for clothes, unless it looked really organized and nice. I do have some room up there, but I just don't know how realistic that is. I just don't feel like we're utilizing the space in here like we maybe could. So if you have any ideas for how we could lay that out in here, let me know. We don't necessarily have to have the laundry in here either. We could do it like in our bedroom or our closet, but it would just be a lot more convenient to have it right there. So maybe we could, I don't know, to figure it out. This is a great parenting tool. No? Yeah. Now what?
Whee! So right here. And hold it.
Mm-mm. The answer is no.
Yeah. Turn right here. Turn right here. Hi. Not one here.
Seems like things are changing by the day, but Brad maintains that you're not getting deployed
Correct.
so far.
As I keep saying, I'm an optometrist. They're not deploying optometrists.
Yet.
However, I have been assigned to an expeditionary medical facility, which are the field hospitals. And so, if my field hospital gets activated, I guess there is a chance that they could bring me on. And I would just do paperwork or admit patients, stuff like that.
Like not here. Like in New York.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Mhm.
You think that might happen?
No.
Okay. Eloise. That's not funny.
I think the only thing that she's liked initially is my smoked tri-tip.
She may just be a savory girl. You want savory? Mmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Is it good? You can suck on it. It's nice when they can safely like eat a whole apple before they have teeth. Is it yummy? There we go. Get some banana in there. It's frozen.
Yeah.
Mmm.
That's what I'm talking about.
The twins loved those things. It's kind of nice because they can hold it and then control how much they get.
Where'd you get the thing?
Tanya sent them.
Oh.
Yeah. We had the mesh ones that I think I got that were impossible to clean.
Yeah.
These silicone ones are where it's at.